Yeah, she's not here, so I'm just gonna move these characters off to the side. Black Razor.
Alright, let's get this fucking thing open, because I assume it's another card reader down here.
Hopefully.
Yep.
Let's see.
Alright, I pull out both me cards and see if one of them works.
Okay, it's very important you tell me the order in which you're doing this. Which card is which?
What? You didn't say they were labeled, they said that, you know, they had no markings on them.
They have no markings, but there is an order to this. Like I said, this is a puzzle.
We only have two cards that haven't been read.
I didn't say just the cards that haven't been read.
Are you telling me we need to use all the cards?
In a specific order.
Does the door say anything about like what comes first, or is it just slots? There's no like hints at all.
There are 4 different slots, yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna check the console.
Okay.
Is the console smashed in?
No, and thanks to what Goldie did in the other thing, it actually has power.
Yay! Alright, what does it say? I fucking hate you. Okay, how would we find that without trial and error? Because none of them have numbers.
Exactly. You have to
So-
try to figure out which
so-
card goes to what number.
So, do they have lights corresponding to them?
The
Like,
only thing you see
tell
is
it-
like they're white, but they have a black band in what you can either assume is the front or the back.
Are the cards are our key cards dirty, or are they just like tainted?
They do have slightly different colors to them.
Can I press a digitation?
It won't bring back the color or anything.
Okay.
So that's all I get from the console.
Yeah, because it's like a password protect, and it says password reminder for, and it gives you that phrase.
I hate you so much for making me say this. Elliot, for a password reminder, it says 42 is number 1.
42 is number 1.
You do see on the cards on the wall though the sliding things, because there's 2 on each side. Starting from the upper right hand corner, left hand corner, you got 1, and then 2, and then on the opposite side of the door there, on the right hand side, it's 2. Lower left hand corner, 3, and then lower right hand corner is 4.
Okay. I'll take one of the 2. I'll take out both the key cards I have, and I'll attempt to swipe one of them just to see if it goes. To see what noise it makes. These are unknown cards, so I can't mark them.
Yeah, I understand. I just need a reminder of where you guys have who has what card again. 'Cause I'm
I
trying to
got
find that
okay.
in the
So
note.
the one I have is I have the one that we got out of the skeletons that were boning room, and then the other card I got was in the room with me and Kara searched it. And then
So the laptop
And I-
room
Yeah, the laptop.
Yeah, the laptop room and the lover's room.
Yes.
Well, I have the key cards from the bathroom and the living quarters.
Okay. You notice the cards actually change different. There are 4 different colors that are actually tuned to these things. Every time you slash it, the numbers themselves change colors between blue, yellow, green, and red.
So that okay. So that makes it a lot easier as. Wait, our cards are black though, yes?
They are white with a black strip.
So these were originally color coordinated.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this makes it where it's hard because we have imaginary cards that we don't know what they do, nor do we know where we're swiping them. Painful.
There was hints back in where you actually found them, though.
Was it?
If you want, if you can't remember, it's a history check.
I mean, I'll do it, but I don't think that's. And I have a +4 to history checks. Because
Correct.
of the
You just can't do history checks
educated.
for what those things that you weren't there for. So you weren't there for Elliot's or Kira's before they destroyed the. They actually destroyed the clues. So.
There you go.
Oh no, he was there for
14.
one of the lovers' room, but he wasn't there for.
Yeah, the only one
Right.
apparently that I didn't see the clue for.
Oh.
Because I don't understand how that would be color coordinated.
You remember that the person that you pulled it off from in the toilet was wearing blue clothing.
Okay,
And
because I don't
inside
remember you
the-
describing the clothing.
I would said the clothing was there, but it started disintegrating the moment you like interacted with it.
Mm-hmm.
And inside the wardrobe, the bag of holding is yellow, and you found it
Okay,
in there.
so I know which cards they were. So I have the blue one in my right hand and the yellow one in my left hand. So how does the
Technically, You don't-
lovers?
You don't have the yellow. You have the one from the yellow thing, but Elliot has the one. Oh wait, no. You have this
No,
one. Never mind.
because
Yeah, I
they're
said
the
that
two
right.
that we don't know. I was correct.
Sorry, you were right.
My boy, how much sleep have you had?
About 3 hours.
That explain it.
Cut in 2. It was like 1 hour and 2 hour.
Make sure you get a good sleep tonight, please.
I try.
Please. So the one that me and Elliot both found, what was the resembling mark on that one?
What color were the what color was the room's drapes and everything? There was a color that I specifically put in that room.
There were drapes. I don't remember
The
seeing
drapes.
drapes. I remember seeing,
the rug, the bed. Everything had
if
a
I
color
remember
to it.
correctly, they were red.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that means I'll take the key card that is like, where are the colors currently on the order chart? What's one?
The thing is, that part you haven't been able to figure out. That's something that somebody else has who is with you.
No, I'm asking what is the like current colors? Because you said they're changing every time we fail. So what's number 1? What's its color currently?
Number 1 is currently set to blue.
Okay.
Number
I'll swipe
you
the blue card. Or the one associated with the blue robe.
all right, and hold on, checking. And that was okay. It doesn't change color at all. It just stays the same.
Okay, that's good. What's number 2?
Number 2.
Mhm.
One, two. I'm mapping this out as well because I'm looking at the book here because this is literally from a book.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 set to yellow.
I'll swipe the one that was with the bag of holding.
Back up the yellow one.
Yes, because I have both blue and yellow.
Mm-hmm. It flips to blue.
I swipe the blue one?
It stays blue.
Interesting. So we gotta... Oh! I understand what it is now. That's annoying. What's number 3?
Since you swept through all of them, that one's also blue currently.
I'll
With
swipe the blue
yours.
one again.
Stays blue.
And what's number 4?
You swiped yellow in that, so it's actually blue.
I'll swipe blue.
Blue. Currently still stays blue.
Okay. I'll go back to the console and see if something changes.
I'm still asking you to put in the password.
Okay. 42 is number 1.
You can do a group history check right now if you want.
Well, the only thing I can think of is answer to everything.
No,
But I don't think that's
not.
correct.
Nope. This has something to do with the colors.
Okay, that's gonna fuck with me royally.
Like I said, you guys can.
Logan's loophole.
You guys, like I said, you guys both can throw together.
I have a 26 on mine, he has a 17.
Okay. One thing of note is what we're throwing out here. The thing only mentions 3 numbers, and you have 4 cards. Maybe one of the cards actually isn't needed here. And maybe the cards are related to a certain color combination that you need to make the door. And you have not tried Elliot's cards yet.
Because I've set everything to blue.
What color is the door? Is it just as normal?
Apparently everything's set to blue.
Currently, yeah, everything's set to blue, and the door is a magnetic, like volt seal block.
Yeah, he's asking what the
Like-
color of the door is, though.
The color is like a steel.
Okay.
Yeah. Am I able to attempt a hack?
Or reset it, maybe.
That's not gonna help. Unfortunately. Actually,
Wait a second.
hey Goldie!
42 is 1. 421? Or 124?
It can't be that simple.
If there's only 3 numbers, and it's saying 42 is number 1, it leaves you with either 421, 124.
Yeah, but we're talking about an actual password here. If we had numbers on the key cards, that would make more sense. But
That's true.
hey, Goldie.
Coming, sir. One moment.
I'm gonna see if he, the phrase means anything to him, since this is a god that he knows. So I don't think it'd be as simple as that. It would actually be a phrase, especially since this is a full-out bolt.
That's true.
He's moving awfully slow.
I'm well aware. That's why I yelled out to him so he could answer, not so much so he could come back down.
Rather than speaking, you just see things. You get a beep beep on your PH boy. Yes, sir.
Does the phrase 42 is wait, what was the fucking 42 is number 1 mean anything? Hmm.
Wow, it's turned me to an ogre.
How'd you do that?
I tried to put
zombie,
Goldie.
the fuck?
I tried to put Goldie in, and for some reason.
42's
Can I type in like?
You can. And nothing happens. Is incorrect password.
Creation?
Incorrect password.
This is going to drive me insane because I hate puzzles.
It's there. We're just not seeing it. Is there some sort of check I can do? I'm trying to recall anything about 42's number
You
1.
can have you. Not 42 is number 1, but other things.
Because normally we'd find a note that actually relates to that in a vault, but
Yeah, certain someone destroyed it.
yeah, figured as much. So it's either we figure out this card code shit, or we unlock the terminal, which is a very unknown password since we don't know how to hack it.
Well, have we tried putting in other cards besides? They're all blue, right?
I genuinely thought we just had to match the colors, you know, to whatever they were color coded to at the beginning, but apparently we need a specific color code combination to unlock it. And the fact there are 2 of the same makes this very annoying. What now?
I'm just trying to visualize the door for you.
Okay. I thought you were actually spawning shit because we're getting shit wrong.
So you got the idea of like 2 colors. but you also don't know what numbers are represented with those colors. Now this is due to the fact that a piece of the thing got destroyed, but Elliot.
Yeah.
You get to roll a history check.
Hold on.
Ironically, but you remember the room that you found the laptop in was green. And then you came to the realization there was 4 rooms back there.
Apologies, I just had to quickly pop to the toilet. What did I miss?
Well, ironically, it's up to Elliot to explain now. Because I just told Elliot what he realized.
Yeah, so okay, so one where I got the laptop, it was a green room. So that means the laptop keycard's green, but there was also 4 rooms.
And the bathroom was blue.
Yes.
Ah, it's that sort of combination. Great.
But if we think about it like
So
this,
essentially, we had to keep swiping until it's correct, because we can't actually rotate it ourselves.
but if you think about it, if the laptop room was green, the bathroom was
Yeah. So
blue.
trust me, I've already gotten what you're picking down. This is green. That is blue. This is yellow. And this is red.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll just keep shuffling shit until it gets to the correct room colors.
Yeah, because we don't know the numbers on the cards, but we at least have the color combination.
We
I'll tell
know
you
what their colors are.
the thing is, one of these colors
Isn't needed.
isn't needed. So, but this particular combination was not the correct combination, because remember, these people were locked in certain rooms that they didn't expect. But I'll let you guys tell me the combinations which you think are which. Now there's the 2 things you failed at is all blue, and oh, I have the thing written down right next to me, so I can see it. But you need another hint. Let me know, or before we just mark this down to an intelligence saving throw. Or do you guys start feeling really giving up on it?
I'm trying to think about this, but we can try red, yellow, green. See what that does.
Just moving your tokens for now, just so that you see the
Yeah.
puzzle.
Yeah.
Question. Is there actually 4 colors?
You mean as the
On the actual tumblers?
on the? You mean okay? You mean on the card swipers? Yeah,
Yes.
there are 4 colors. On every one.
And you're saying that one of them's not needed.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck do you have the fourth color for?
Yeah. Huh.
That makes no fucking sense.
Because after a while, those colors go back to being dormant, completely black. Puzzles, man. Puzzles.
Do you want to try yellow, blue, green?
I don't think it's really gonna matter what combination you do. We have too many variables. Because the problem is we have an incomplete algorithm or equation to actually solve this puzzle.
Yeah, yeah.
Considering one of them doesn't fucking matter.
Well, let's take out red and try yellow, blue, green, and then go from
The
there.
problem is, if one of them wouldn't matter if they worked or not, solely because two of the rooms had locked people in.
Yeah.
No, technically three. The green, red, and yellow had people all locked in there and who had died.
Yeah.
Someone got locked in the bathroom, 2 people got locked in the bedroom, and 3 people got locked in the fucking red room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the only one without a body was the yellow room.
I fucking hate you, DM. Number 1's blue, number 2's green, number 3's red.
Oh god, I've been talking and nobody's been hearing me. What was that again? What you just said?
If my thing is correct, number 1's blue, number 2's green, number 3's red.
Close, but not white.
Because we have 1 dead body in the blue room, 2 dead bodies in the green room, 3 dead bodies in the red room, and no dead bodies in the yellow room.
Yeah.
You're really close. I'll offer you once again, if you want, the intellect saving throw, and you've actually reduced the number. I'm just numbering this to let you know where the numbers are on the board. I told you they were numbered.
My only question is, why the fuck is there a yellow card to begin with? Because that would be the admin overall key. Unless it's just a fake key in general.
Yeah, yeah. Or it got brought up there by accident. It got left.
Because straight up, one of these colors don't fucking matter, which confuses the fuck out of me harder.
You already know the number, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, number 4.
Mm-hmm. Just what color doesn't matter.
If it was to be my guess, it would be yellow.
Well, yeah, because yellow in this case would have to be 4.
Because 1, it was in the 4th room, and 2, it had no bodies in it.
Yeah.
Alright, let's say this. This isn't a give up or saving throw, but just both of you can roll intellect at this point. Or the class clue I can give you.
Natural 20.
Not very
You're
good.
correct. Yellow is a key card that doesn't seem to be part of this system.
I already gathered that one.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, you just have those 3 other things. So, yellow and 3 don't matter. Whoop, I'm on the wrong tool.
Oh, yellow and 3, not 4.
Well, yeah, what number is not a part of that saying?
Oh, you're right. Okay, I get it now.
Yeah, but yellow was in the 4th room.
Yeah,
I don't understand what.
No, let's not think of it as like the yellow as number 4. Think of it as like 42 is number 1. It's only 4, 2, and 1. There's no 3.
And what would represent 4? You haven't had a correlation with 4. We've had 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
So if anything, red doesn't matter, if that was the case.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because red was in the 3rd room that had 3 dead bodies.
Yes.
Or if you're like also trying to figure out if you've also misrepresented which room equals what the color and what number.
What? Say that again?
Hold on. Each room had a number on it, but you guys missed it. Oh, hold on. I'm trying to reveal a thing, but I keep getting the shadowed. I'm also trying to handwrite. Yeah, make sure it's right. Alright, reveal. Because this is, number 1's the luxury room. Number 4 is the second luxury room, but was also an added-on build. Which is what was missing because you guys didn't realize that was added in later. Number 2 is the bathroom because this was originally made for a small amount of people and they needed a bathroom space. But number 3 was the barracks.
Oh.
And if I were to put the colors in where you found things.
Okay. Hmm.
And the people that died inside technically the 4th room was a was a construction crew. With that, can you guys solve it?
So 4, 2, 1. Hmm.
Not sure if Churchillo just pieced out or is incredibly just focused.
I'm here.
This is basically the password in Ocarina of Time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to. So, in this case, then, if 42 is number 1, then red.
Also, if you didn't remember, is after you got these two, they opened up the terminal to that door. Then you got the terminal from that door to that door.
So what essentially you're telling us is we got green here, blue here, red here, and then nothing there. Specifically going that first, that second, and then that third.
Ironically, those are also the exact same. I was worried when you guys did it because that's the exact pattern that you needed to open the thing. Is the pattern how you found the keys. But yes, that's it.
Exact. But however, how we did do it, because you didn't tell us the numbers, because Elliot would have had a high enough perception to actually notice there was numbers above the doors.
It was the on the way out doors that were numbered on top of the fact that Kira accidentally destroyed the note coming in here. So I was like, okay. The bathroom door, the bathroom had 2 people on it. The door, the male and female icon. The one was a luxury suite, so it only had 1 bed.
Oh, I get it.
Okay, then how 3 and 4 work?
As I go on. Sorry. I was in the middle of chewing, but the 4th was the 4th one added. What you missed was the note saying that this is the 4th the chamber being made. And the 3rd one was technically the 3rd chamber made, but you guys rushed to clean up everything that you didn't to try to find everything that you could, but you didn't roll high enough to find the clue, which was you had 3 plants in the room.
There's only a plant, but okay.
This technically this was 3, but
So yes, does that
Also-
open the door?
yeah. Also, the password if you were to type it in is green, blue, red. The words.
Yeah, no, I was never getting that.
Alright, and but after some discussion, the doorway to the next one. Technically, this other door doesn't really need to exist because it's also open, but it's a chambered off little bend that is dusty as fuck. Hence, like the light that you guys come through this one actually has like so much dust on it that God damn it, my mouse is doing weird shit. Has so much dust on it that it leaves off a brown dim color.
Mm-hmm. Goldie, you don't have to come. You'll conserve your power, buddy.
Since he isn't full type mode.
Yeah.
Voice out protocols have been disabled.
As I will, once we get out of here and I give fucking Burn the antidotes, go onto my thing and get a soul coin for him. I can remember. But yes.
Well, the big puzzle's been solved. Hopefully the little puzzle isn't that bad.
I'm going to kill myself.
Don't. It can't be that bad.
You say that. But we were given an incomplete formula, as I said, to try and solve that puzzle.
Yeah, but everything for this plus one will be in this area. So
Oh dear God.
Oh wow. Okay.
4 more terminals, doors, and pools are in this area. This
I
is
count
another
6
cathedral.
terminals. What do you mean?
Oh, my bad. I miscounted. You're right. 6 terminals, as well as the back into a cathedral-like dome area, like where you fought the giant statue.
That terrifies me.
Luckily, you purified all the fucking. You had Goldie purify all the things, so.
Yes.
Just telling you now, there are monsters here. There's no monsters here anymore. Goldie blended them.
I'm glad. Yeah, no, that's exactly why I wanted to deal with them. I'm like, no, I'm not dealing with this. They can go fuck themselves.
This area is beyond musky. If any of your characters had like allergies and everything, they'd be going off like fucking crazy. For like snow, walking through snow, your feet are like crunching on the dust on the ground.
That is
Yeah.
terrifying.
That's disgusting.
It's how long it's been since anybody's been in here.
Crunch, crunch.
Hmm.
I guess we just start testing doors and see where we go.
What did the terminals say?
I'd have to investigate every terminal.
The go ahead and where do you want to investigate the terminals then if you're gonna do that?
Can I look at these 2 terminals, see if they're smashed in?
They're not. Nobody's been here. It's covered in a lot of dust.
Cool, just making sure. In that case, I'm going to test this theory first before I do anything. If I step up to the door, does it react?
It does not, but there's definitely a plaque above the door.
And
that's
what does it
covered in
read?
dust. You need to at least remove the dust, which is easy enough with like
Oh,
well,
just use
how-
Mage Hand.
you tend to wipe it off.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to read. You can't remember the. You can easily deduce that, at least from what it says, that it's the overseer's office because you can only understand a few letters right off the bat. You see over.
Alright, I'm gonna see if this terminal has what I need.
All right, it's asking for a password. You already know
Of
the
course
password.
it is. I type in the password. Green, blue, red.
And with that, colors also start flashing. You see like a layout of this area. And certain colors start to appear on the screen. This one, surprisingly enough, because this is not how dust really works, but because it's been in so much dust, the pixels are actually still alive on this freaking computer to represent colors. And the area that you're in shows colors for certain doors being certain doors.
Ah.
Thank fuck. Alrighty.
Well, we know where the other one goes.
Yep, you have the red and green.
There's
I have the blue
there's
and yellow.
one corresponding thing is that there's not enough power shortage for the overseer's office. But
Fuck!
translating it, the blue is where the engineering room is. The green is the testing chamber, and red is the alchemy lab.
You said the dressing chamber?
The testing.
Oh, testing. I thought you said dressing. I'm like, the fuck? With having ballsy?
Alright. So then where do
Okay.
we want to go through first? Because the
Maybe they have a cathedral-like thing, so maybe they'll have them both.
Either A, we can try and sort out the power, which might help with all the rest of the areas, or we can attempt to go one at a time through the testing and the laboratory and see if we can find the virus.
Yeah. The virus is...
I personally vote on establishing power to make sure that everywhere has power.
Yeah, no, that's understandable. So we can have like lights and stuff.
Yeah, and then if we need to, we can reestablish power in a specific area, search it, then leave, and then reestablish power in another place.
Yeah.
Okay. Crunch, crunch, crunch. I swipe the blue key card to open it.
Okay, one moment. Huh. I'm having trouble. There we are. That's the layer I have on. Alright, as you swipe the blue thing, the door opens slowly, and then kind of gets stuck halfway through, but you can still crawl through it.
Loud crunch.
And you're hearing this sound like... kind of like, I would describe it in our real life as like a copy machine, where something's going or trying to move, but it's clogged up. And inside, you see this mess.
Oh.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Wow.
Well, I can't precipitate, bones. I can do dust.
But there's a strong smell in this area, as well as
Oh, I bet. It smells of
the
death and decay.
the rush of air that comes through here. For the first moment of you opening the door, you feel like you can't breathe, or if you breathe, it's not doing anything. Both of you need to make a
Miasma.
Constitution saving throw.
We love miasma.
Okay, you both managed to grit through it. As your PH boy starts going off, starts spewing
There's
words at
radiation.
you, words at you in the ancients language.
Oh, I don't understand that. I know written language, I don't know verbal.
Oh no, it's not verbal. It's written.
Okay. So it's
My
just
bad.
going off essentially. Oxygen levels low. Okay. So the
People don't even know
ventilation
what
in here
oxygen is.
Yeah, so essentially ventilation's fucked in here. Okay. So we need to clean the bones out essentially so it can fucking move.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can I start doing that with Mage Hand? Or are the bones too heavy?
There's one skeletal structure that would do that, but do you want to explore anybody want to explore the other rooms or do other things while someone's mage changing this one?
Well, essentially that's only Elliot, so.
I can look around in the other rooms.
Alright.
I only have red and green, so I'll get a green.
The yellow one's useless until we restore power anyway.
Yeah. So I'll use the green key card on the green door.
Okay, Archilla, while you're doing that. You're open to the same almost effect, only you smell burnt. Like Sydney, it's just burnt crispiness in this one.
Oh, wow. What happened in here? I guess I'll go around and clean it up as well.
Yeah, fortunately you need to know what happened in here. You have to actually look at one of these terminals, one or two, but you can't read through it. So the best you see is this burnt remains. Like the other remains you found here, aside from like the one that was in the pool, have been like bleached white, and everything. These are black, and they still look like they had like burnt, charred, very bits of flesh still attached to them.
Oh, poor souls.
But they're also covered in like a layer of dust that is also.
Alright, yeah, I'll just kind of go around and prestidigitate and clean. And then also probably check the wardrobe and see if there's anything in it.
Alright. Give me an investigation for the wardrobe.
Alright. Investigation. Natural 20.
Nice.
Alright. Inside the wardrobe, there are 2 vials of a golden liquid-like substance.
2 vials of a golden liquid. Okay.
That's the only thing you find inside there. Everything else inside looks like it's either like there might have been books at one point, but they have rotted away and have turned mostly to dust. Maybe some clothes as well that have done the same thing. The only things that remain are those glass vials. And at first you were hesitant to even see what they were because they were so thickly filled with gunk. Or covered in gunk. And Archillo, you've managed to remove 2 of the things. It's starting to clean up a bit, but that last one's actually becoming a little bigger of a problem. This seems to be the bigger individual that maybe the toilet that you saw that was accommodating for.
Hmm.
And then, but as you start to clean it and everything, you hear beeping from you as the console behind you turns on.
Oh.
Do you wish to investigate the console?
I'll attempt to remove the fucking bones first.
Okay. Well, since these are on a little bit heavier side, I will let you use unorthodoxically a athletics check with Mage Hand, just to see if you can leverage the bones out piece by piece.
Well,
Not
how would that
looking
roll?
too good, but let me roll the counter thing since this is a random boot.
Can I have him reroll it with my hero point?
You can, or you could use
I see
either
it.
side dice or.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'll roll a side eye since I now know the actual number.
Okay.
I'm fucking on.
Well, you can't use guidance, but either know it all or
I'll know it all.
just. Alright.
Oop. 7. There you go.
Alright. It takes a little bit more effort than usual, but you also figured out, like, wait a second. If I just bend this bone over in this direction, it pretty much flips itself over and just falls down. You can use the momentum of it falling down to move out of the way with your mage hand. Just need to be quick about it. And afterwards, you get all the bones out of the machine. The machine starts to turn slowly, and then it stops, and then you hear this. Eh.
Okay,
And
so it's
the
actually
console's-
free now.
It's free, but there's
Start
a
off.
red box that appears on the console beneath all that dust.
Alright, what does the console have to say for me? Fucking no.
Did you not hear the type? See the type?
Oh, well, there we go. Fuel level low, insert, extract 277. Jumping through hoops, okay. I shall leave here, because I know for a fact this won't be doing that. Actually, I'll go over here and see what this note down here is, and what these other things are.
Okay, this is a very delicate one because this is a hit or miss. I need you to, let's see, what was this one? Sleight of hand to not destroy the paper.
My sleight of hand is good.
Yep,
24.
24. Let me roll because it's competing sleight of hand. Here's 19, so very good on your end.
I don't have crab claws, thankfully.
Thankfully. And everything. It starts to list off. There's an entire book I wrote on this pretty much fucking log thing, but it starts to go off on basically.
I mean, if you want to, you can just send it to me and I can read it.
It's written out in hand. I'll have to type it out for you later.
Ah.
But the important bullet points are this. At some point during this thing, they were experimenting to create the illithids. Everything was going great because they were in the middle of a war and they wanted to increase their power supply. So they were trying to create creatures that they could then harvest souls, like animals and everything more, so that they improved animal souls so they could harvest them for fuel more efficiently. Because they've been relying on so much on soul coins for the last while that they are kind of they're having a morality check on things. The ways how things used to be have to change. Otherwise, there's no difference between them and devils. And then at some point during all of this, during everything, there was a breach, and some of the specimens escaped out into the world. Because of this, the facility went on lockdown. Because the facility went on lockdown, for more than just that reason, they think one of the explosions in the experimental chamber actually freed the specimens through the ventilation system. But because of that, all the power was shut down, and so that nobody can get into the power room because they're in the power room. It's been dark, it's been days, and two of the colleagues that were there, which by the way, you found like 7 bodies, not just the skeletons that should be here. A few of the colleagues have already passed away due to starvation, but now the ventilation system has gone crippling bad. If it's bad for them, it's bad for everybody else. So the last few words are from the last few members that were alive that came up with the plan to use their dead bodies to stop the gears on the machine so that the power will... They're hoping was that the power fail-safes would unlock all the doors and at least free everyone.
Which it did.
Correct.
That's fucked. Wow.
So, their final words were basically "fuck you" to the overseer for not using the overseer override to get through all this shit. And hope that everybody could understand at least their great sacrifice. And it's just eerily blank after a few. And you understand what these particular individuals did?
The sad part is that the sacrifice meant diddly squat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is where the illithid broke out. One thing you would note, at least Elliot, is once you actually start to extend the ceiling, because each one of these rooms has like a dome-like effect. At the very top of the dome is like a little circle for ventilation. It's too far beyond to actually see how they got out, but apparently they got out through that ventilation system. But Elliot, it is once again your turn.
Alright, I guess I'll come out of this room, go head up to where our cello is, and just say, hey, I found these vials of golden liquid. I don't know what they do. Do you want to check out the red room?
I'll probably come with you. I just want to see what these are first.
Alright.
And what are these specifically?
Those are jars that seem to have been filled with some kind of liquid long ago, but they're completely empty. You're guessing that perhaps that
This may have been what the console was looking for.
it possibly is what you're probably looking for something
E277.
to the...
Alright. I require a substance known as E277 to get this machine started. And I believe the only place we can go check is the laboratory. But the console, or rather, the scrolling of piece of paper, even though very brittle, warned me that one of the test subjects broke. Which probably explains the claw marks on the door over there.
Ugh. So you better be prepared then, huh?
I don't think it's alive anymore, though. Either that or it left.
Yeah, kind of disturbing that it got out, though.
Considering Goldie said there was no more living things in this vault other than us.
True.
After we, destroyed the statues. So, tally ho and adventure forth. Now, lady, if you don't mind doing the honors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll swipe the red card.
Note there's still the 2 extra terminals, but swipe the red card into the terminal. I said reveal. This room seems to be lined. It seems to have tables and shelves lined with various forms of either alchemical tools or just in general filled of alchemical vials. 2 skeletons lay on the ground, oddly enough facing away from each other, with several of the what looks to be old and dried up variations of alchemy potions just shattered against the floor, as if they had a quarrel before the inevitable.
This is sad.
Indeed.
So I need an investigation to see what you guys find here.
Alright. Investigation.
Thankfully, that's something I'm good at.
I'm not so good at it, but I'll try.
And for shits and giggles, I use a side eye.
Now, you don't
29.
need the side die, so save the side die. The
This is
potions here,
voluntary,
some of them are broken, some of them are still intact. There are
Mhm.
particularly 3 types of potions here that you find intact, as well as some of that extract that you found that you were looking for here. However, you do not know what these potions do until you get them appraised or use a certain spell to figure out what they do.
You able to cast detect magic? Or are you out of?
I only have 1 left, but I can. I'd rather wait till we're out of here, though.
Okay.
I don't want to be using it now in case something last second happens.
Yeah.
There's also enough stuff here to count as a grand total of 4 alchemy kits.
Oh wow.
I will be taking those.
On one of the bodies, you find notes. Doesn't exactly explain what happened here at the very end, but the notes that they have had on them, which seem to be preserved a little bit more from the fact that the book itself was more treated to be preserved. Possibly it was spell book right off the bat, but you can't tell like the first several pages because there seem to be more like diagrams, possibly actually being spells themselves. But it starts to go off on the story on how similar to the other one where they were looking for a way to increase their soul combining potential. However, he believed that souls is the problem itself, and that's how they must convert to a different type of power source issue or just or give up on power source generation to begin with. It was probably more beneficial to seek out an alchemy source in general as opposed to that other source. And because of that, he's developed the extract 3 E277 to actually be a counterbalance to it, for it could fuel their generators. However, for a limited amount of time, and considering it relies on the dead remains of wyverns that had been starting to crystallize to actually become a thing, it might actually be a more plentiful and completely restorative, so long as they can keep up the supply with the demand. For it does take a little while to create this substance.
And you said it was 4, correct?
4 vials of that particular one, and
Oh no, the alchemist kits.
the 4 alchemist kits, yeah. And there are 4 tubs of, at least from what you can read what his descriptions about them being in. They had to be kept in a certain clay pottery in order to maintain the peak amount of their potency. Glass just did not. Glass would not hold the potency for too long because the light source, or not lack of light source, would actually ruin the substance. They needed to be kept in a good dark environment.
Mm-hmm. In that case, Elliot, you can grab the potions. We'll identify them later.
Alright.
And I'll grab the substance we need to turn the generator on, I guess.
I'll grab those potions. Alright.
Alright, so I attempt to take the E277 to the machine back here and figure out where the fuck I'm supposed to put it.
Alright, investigation to figure out, because that's completely out of left field for you.
Oh, I know. And it didn't say anything of where to put it either.
Mm-hmm. Oh no.
I'm
So,
going to
can
re-roll
I-
that.
okay.
Are
I'm
you
going
gonna
to
re-roll
re-roll that.
Then I gotta roll with
Yes.
disadvantage too, so 11.
An 11. Hang on, let me -2 on that because as much as I love to take that -1, I ain't doing that. Not on something this
Oh, I'm
important.
just gonna pour this onto the machine itself. It'll make it work, right?
Fucking
Wait a
Christ.
second. Wait a second. There's one of
What?
these things. It looks, the entire system looks almost like a planetarium to you. And at first, your first thought is to go up into the middle and plug it in and throw it in there. And then you stub your toe on like what seems to be. Well, your thought was just, a little bit of the machinery sticking out of the ground. It's only after you stub your toe and then look down at what the fuck you stubbed it on due to all the dust. It actually you read the words "insert fuel here."
And I proceed to do so.
Yep. Which is this little doohickey thing right here. And then the red turns to a green on the console, and there seems to be query over here at it. The machine doesn't just instantly turn on. If you would like to go over and read.
I shall. Machine, tell me your secrets.
E277 detected. Would you like to start boot up process?
Yes.
Confirm. Please evacuate the room while the residual radiation may be lethal.
Oh.
The fuck's radiation? Oh well, I'll do as it advises.
Well, residual fell. They wouldn't say radiation. They call it fell.
Yeah, fell. Oh, fell. Sweet, cool. Elliot, leave room now.
Alright, I immediately...
Crunch, 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 crunch.
Wait, Holmes, I think there's a piece of cheese over it. And then the light that's above it that shows that the thing is blue, and then it turns red with a circular symbol with a line going through it that you recognize as the N of the language.
Fun. Well,
And with that, the lights become instantly brighter, and you're starting to hear this vacuum-like sound as the vents open up, and all the dust just gets tornadoed into the vents.
Oh.
And these 2 terminals light up down here.
yeah, I figured those two were off. But that's
the-
afterthoughts for me right now. I'd rather get this door open. And I swipe the yellow card.
Ooh, it takes, by the way, a half an hour before this actually ends up going through. Because
Okay.
it keeps on going, bleep, bloop, bleep, bloop, 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 but after a half hour, because you
Okay.
actually read one of the terminals that still powering up. Boot out process in progress. And then it makes
well,
like
in that case,
it makes like a toaster sound when it does, like ding.
yeah. While that's booting up, then I'll check out the terminals since they powered up first. Just so we're not doubling back and not wasting half an hour just sitting here.
The big thing about the terminals is that they're saying that there's several places that the power has no access to, particularly the armory. There's also several consoles that have been destroyed, and you also start to see some of Goldie's work a little bit. For Goldie has repaired several of the systems using his own kernel to do so.
I see. So the armory actually got locked off, probably from the overseer.
No, that's actually was locked off by somebody else.
God damn it.
Somebody broke the system,
Hmm.
and that's
So
why
now
it's
we
not
have
working.
to re-break the system to get in.
Mm-hmm. And then after a while, then the door to the overseer system office just.
And I'll jump on his little terminal here and see if there's anything of worth taking, such as, lost old books, other keycards, passwords, blah blah blah.
The terminal that you read in front of you reads more like a romance novel.
Dear
This
Lord.
particular overseer happened to be female and fantasized about having certain relationships, and may soon partake in certain relationships for a birthday party.
Okay, I'm not gonna question people's taste. Attila just shrugs it off and actually looks for useful information.
You get a lot of the same information from other things. Hold on.
Smart. Smart. Did this woman have anything useful on here?
In the desk, you actually find a wand inside of it. The wand allows you to cast two spells. One's prestidigitation. The second one is mirror image.
And useful.
It increases your spell points by 10 if you use it, if you claim it as your own. It's not attunement, but it takes an hour for the thing to get used to you.
Yeah.
The mirror images cost 2 spell points when you use it.
Honestly, I'm not going to take it. I doubt Elliot's going to take it either. We'll put that in the party inventory, so then it's open claim for everyone.
All
Or
right.
we'll end up selling it.
As of note, the
If you already have prestidigitation,
No, the mirror image.
you can just I can make you scrolls for that.
That's true.
Of note, though, just give me a general perception DC 8 for this.
Perception? Not investigation?
Yep, this is something else altogether that you perceived while sitting at the desk.
Wait, you said of 8, yes?
Yep, you passed.
Okay, so I've already passed. I'll roll this anyway because, yeah, there we go.
You notice that this desk is heavy. This desk does not move from the floor, and as you look at the desk's floorboard and everything, the desk is one with the floor.
Secret level? Secret button?
And as you look around the desk, on each, on both of the left and the right side specifically, like this side and this side, there is a dragon motif. There's a tail going from this side, and it wraps around
You motherfucker.
over here, and comes over here, and there's a dragon's head over on this end.
Somehow this motherfucker's gotten in here. Interesting. Am I able to push both of those dragon motifs?
Not at the same time. They are one person on one end of the desk, the other person on the other end.
Elliot! Over here! I require your assistance. I need an extra set of arms.
Sure. I'll come over.
Sounds so happy to be useful.
Yo, Holmes, whenever you
Honestly.
need extra people, why am I never chosen Holmes? See how it is.
No offense, Peter, but you weigh about 3 pounds. You ain't
Hey,
pushing
I've-
shit.
I've been putting on some weight lately. I'll get there.
Oh my god.
That's not true at all, and you know that. You're fabulous.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna come over here. All right. The tail itself of the dragon seems to have a set of buttons that well, they're holes in crystal gem form, but I mean, there's gems where you can just push crystals into the tail, basically, almost like one of those. I guess like a hole punch, really. If
Yep.
you think of it, like you push down and it goes in. The head of the dragon has 4 horns that look like they could all be pulled back at the same time.
Alright.
So
You ready?
both of you roll. Let's do sleight of hand for this or performance. Which one would you guys like?
I know what I want, but
Neither benefit me, so it doesn't really matter.
The thing
I
is,
can get
the idea here is it's not a check. It's that's normal. You both have to roll within 3 of each other in order to get this to go off.
what's your
So-
performance?
My
Because you ain't rolling.
performance-
You ain't rolling sleight of hand.
My performance is only a 1. My sleight of hand.
My
is only a
performance is a 0. And my sleight of hand is a +9.
1. Yeah.
We have a higher chance with performance.
Okay. Let's do performance then.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
1,
2,
2,
3.
3.
Oh, he got it first try.
Yeah.
Click,
Yeah.
click, 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 click. Throughout everything that happens, there's a hum as the energy of the dragon, there's like an energy force that flows through the dragon, starting from its tail. As you clink the tail together, the 4 gems, which we now recognize as power gems, power cells, run this electric current through the center of the dragon, and it moves around the dragon up to its face, and then the dragon's mouth holds open, as if waiting to accept a foreign object.
Hey Arcello, this dragon's mouth's open.
Keep in mind, this dragon motif that I'm telling you is one of an Asian serpent dragon,
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
which was also the type of dragon that was the ruby dragon queen empress.
you got one of those like crystals, right?
I do, yes.
Try inserting it in its mouth.
I shrug and do as he says. I pull out the one that's on my body. Or, like, not in my PH boy.
Alright, put it in its mouth.
Mm-hmm.
The minute you put it in its mouth, the mouth recoils and it makes this like crunching sound with a gulp. And then there's a surge where the dragon itself goes from this dull gray to like a golden color. The electricity flowing through it and making almost like this and you now notice that the rest of the desk looks like a cloud. Like it's crawling through the cloud. And when it does that, from underneath the desk, the entire desk itself shoots up, revealing a hidden bookcase. However, there are only 2 objects on this bookcase.
Oh.
One of them is a book
Mm.
that seems to be kept in perfect condition, as well as the fact that it has a lock on it, but doesn't look like it's too hard of a lock, to be honest.
Ooh, yes, give me.
And the other one
Mystery.
is a rod.
Rod?
A rod that has a similar golden dragon motif, like as if it was like one of the hands of the dragon reaching out and grasping hold of a kind of dark bluish orb, very similar to what you to the almost like a lightning emerald. Only this one has dark blue.
Okay. This is where I'm going to jump in and say, we're not going to touch these until I do this. And I cast Detect Magic. Using my last spell.
All right. For one, let me go over let's say like the potions you found. One of them is a potion of grand healing.
Okay.
Yes. Replacing the one I used on Elliot. Huzzah.
Yeah.
Alright, and the other 3 of the other ones that you found there are these following. Potion to become
Jesus
Dire Bear,
Christ.
a white colored one.
I'm sure white dragon's breath. Potion of resistance.
Potion of and the
Jesus
2
Christ.
golden ones
Mm-hmm.
are the cures to the illithids.
Okay.
We're taking one of those immediately. Let's go.
We have
And
2.
what about the 2 items?
The items itself is the Book of the Overseer, which is a wizard.
I'll be taking that.
Which is a 5th level's wizard's spell book.
I'll be taking that.
And the other one is the Rod of the Overseer, on top of being a +2 mace of lightning smite.
Ooh.
It also has the ability to cast lightning bolt as if it was a wand of lightning.
Oh.
Lightning bolt.
Interesting.
The ultimate thing about that is that it's also the device that allows the Overseer to control the vault.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
The only problem is we can't use it for the armory because someone's hacked over that.
Yeah.
Nope. But, maybe fight lightning with lightning, that's up to you.
Mm-hmm. Personally say we put all these potions again into the party inventory.
Yeah. We can
So
do that.
then when everyone comes back, they can go ahead and pick and
Yeah.
choose while
This
we've
is-
done all the headache parts.
Yeah, you managed to solve the dragon puzzle
Hey.
very easily. That's I'm
Yeah.
like, oh no! If that was hard, what's the easy puzzle?
To be fair, as I said, we had an incomplete formula, so we
Yeah.
couldn't actually solve it like most vaults in Fallout actually give you.
Yeah, and that's because this is so old that the paper, the stuff that Kira touched and destroyed, like the body and the because there was only one uniform in there,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and Kira like went up and touched it and immediately destroyed it before anybody else could see.
Yep.
So I'm like, oh, this is gonna be interesting trying to solve the thing later. I'm like, well, maybe they can do it. 42 is number 1. Isn't so bad. I mean,
Oh,
you just gotta look at
Right.
colors.
Because we had access to the overseer thing, was there an option to reopen the vault, or do we have to do that with the staff?
You have to do that with the staff. You get
Okay.
the rod. The rod will allow you to open the
Is
vault doors.
is the rod cursed?
The rod is not cursed, and you've also noticed this with every door is like the key slots and everything. They've had like a round slot to begin with. Basically, the way how it works is you take the claw of the dragon thing will fit into those round slots, and you can rotate it, and it has enough power to supply to the door to open the door.
Okay.
It is the override switch.
Okay.
Elliot, I think this one fits you quite well.
All right. I'll accept it.
Not to mention it's a +2 mace of lightning smite, which just means when it
Mostly why I want you to have it, buddy.
Yep.
You're the only one in the script that actually uses a mace.
Yeah.
Yeah, it 1d6 lightning damage plus 2d8 I mean 1d6 bludgeoning damage, 2d6 lightning damage, and it has the ability of elemental adept thrown into it.
Ooh.
Yep, and I also have the Overseer's book. Is that what you're calling it?
It's the overseer's magic wizard journal, wizard book, or whatever spell book. That's the word I'm looking for. Of a 5th level of the overseer. Ignore the smut.
What do you mean? Ignore the smut.
You already know what she was like on her computer terminal. What do you think she's like in her wizard spell book?
Oh.
I'm
God.
terrified. I'm terrified.
Charm person, hold person. God, don't. It's all kinks.
Rope trick.
I know.
Silence.
Already named a good number of things that were on there. So.
Yeah.
It goes up to 5th level too.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna put that on my body and not into my pH boy, so I don't just absorb it by accident.
Yep. Wizard book be fun for wizard.
Hmm.
It's more along the lines of that frickin' lightning rod thing is the important thing. The wizard book was actually
Now-
added in a long time ago.
Yeah. Question. While we've done this, so that blah blah, do we also want to give Burn the cure now so we don't have to do it next session, or we gonna roleplay
Wait for a next session.
Okay.
Okay.
We have 2 of them now. We have 2 vials of the cure.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Which is good because we can always keep one in case, someone else gets the
yeah.
tadpoles.
You also have an alchemy jar that can manipulate liquids.
Wait, we have. Yeah, I do. Oh, you're saying we picked up a second one?
Yeah, you picked up. Yeah, you picked up the one alchemy jar. The thing is, you can throw that liquid in, give one.
Oh, yeah, I'm aware.
For a Q, and then multiply it.
Oh, I'm very
There was
aware.
2 because there was a chance that somebody would fall into the trap area, which was where Goldie was to fall into one of the vats.
That nearly was me.
That
Except
nearly was
Peter
you.
is amazing.
Well, not that one. I'm talking about the one that Kira almost fell in right off the
Oh.
bat.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Also, you guys would have had to dealt with gelatinous cubes and
Other
and
monstrosities.
nearly transformed illithids because time was frozen for the ones that were stuck in the vats until you blended them. Good job.
Yep. See, I said I'm not dealing with this shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's that fucking reason why they're monstrosities to begin with. I'm not dealing with them. Blend them.
Yep.
Make them into a protein shake.
Yep.
Well, the thing is, you could have taken one of them if there was like one of that, and then given them the antidote to actually revive an older person, an ancient that you could have gotten direct information from.
Nah, fuck that.
That's
A-
not
ancients were against Kenkus to begin with.
Yeah, well, no, this group, as you could tell, they weren't against these weren't the ones that were against the Kenkus. The people who made the vault was against the Kenkus. Hence why they actually did a bunch of crazy magic so that only Oriara's divine divinity could act, because every vault is basically a church, so keep that in mind moving forward. Not every church is against, or is against. See, if you found one that's actually worships the or a Giga, most of the doors will just fucking open for you. Just presenting your holy symbol.
Question, DM.
Yeah.
Can you do me a favor and put these other potions in the party inventory? At whatever time, not now, but
I can
whenever
do
you get a
it
spare
right now
moment.
because it's still on my clipboard.
Yeah, along with anything else we may have missed that needs to go on there, because I did say, because I don't want to be taking things that anyone could be used, because these look like anyone could use them.
Yeah, the mace. Well, the mace was definitely an Elliot item, to be honest. When I saw it, like, oh yes.
And I'm just taking the book because no one else has a wizard thing here.
Yeah.
Become Dire Bear.
Yes. So yeah, essentially, Elliot, come next session. If you want to open the vault door for me, I can rush out, give Matty Boy the cure,
Yeah.
the child/young teenager, and you guys can open up the armory and see what you can get from in there.
Yeah, I'll do
hopefully,
that.
maybe
I'll
override it. Who
hand you
knows?
the 2 vials so you can do that.
See, that's the fun
I should
part
only
about
need one.
that. Even if somebody locked the door and destroyed the console, the Overseer's thing should still technically work on at least the door itself. You'd have to. What's going to end up happening is whoever does that literally has to clash with a door.
Oh god. Well, it's gonna be me. So we
Also,
that's good.
Good thing you did clash with that monster, because the only way that the original variation of the gargoyle statue,
Mm-hmm.
that gear thing, could only have been killed by a clash. But you did already do the clash, so clash damage would have already been done. It's just the fact that Kira did the thing, but after I said something, I'm like, why am I saying this? Well, let's see what happens now. It's very unlikely. Oh shit, it happened. Well, now you guys have a gargoyle friend.
During that whole clash, my heart was beating because I did not want to mess up at all. Because I didn't want my weapon to break or something just bad happens.
Well, there's also the fun fact is that you could technically use that mace thing on Goldie by shoving the other end of it into the jack, because the one end has the thing, the hilt of the thing, the very bottom part of it has a power jack similar to what you have there on his PH4.
Oh, so we can
Are you
charge Goldie.
are you trying to tell me that that can essentially charge Goldie momentarily?
One charge. Basically, it wastes all the power inside the staff, but you can fully charge it.
Okay.
Yeah. So my advice: we open the door first, and then we give it to Goldie. And then he can see if he can jack into any terminal and see if he can find the vents.
The last part that you guys are looking for.
Yeah. Like I said, I want all the information. Goldie will be my resource bank.
Must resource the fuck out of it. Get
Also,
every.
note to self, Rachel, me or you have to give Goldie diamonds just in case Goldie has Revivify.
Does Goldie have Revivify? I'd know that.
He does not.
Okay.
I didn't think so. Otherwise, I would have already given him diamonds.
He has very, very weak power. The healing word.
Yeah. That's fine. It was helpful though.
Oh, it better be helpful for nearly fucking 7% of his freaking total power cost.
Mm-hmm.
So the move is dead again.
At least we got all the other stuff out of the way now. So all we really have to do is find out what's behind the armory door, which might have the boss of this place in it.
I'm not sure. Well, you think you guys have put things together, but something involving the dragon cult, possibly a dragon themselves, have actually entered this place and decided to make it their
Yeah.
area.
See, I was either thinking
That's what I
that
thought.
or a Deathclaw, but I was like, probably not a Deathclaw. It's probably a dragon. And I'm really hoping that if it is a dragon, it's not a blue dragon.
Seems to be a lot of lightning going on around here, especially blue lightning.
Yeah, I know.
Blue lightning.
Mm-hmm. But yeah.
But you guys went through all that shit, which I guess, the other people probably would have gotten bored.
I was about to say, we'll do the painful part so that they don't have to.
Yeah.
So basically, I got to plan every session to be, okay, this is the combat portion of the thing. Now we go to the RP portion of the thing when everybody's gone.
That's not true. Like, Kira does enjoy role-playing, Sapphire kind of zones out.
Yeah.
Zones out, he falls asleep.
Yes.
Yeah.
But, no, Kira does enjoy role-playing, it's just more the fact that it's hard sometimes to be involved because she's so new.
That's why I need to explain that to them too, but I don't think the new players need to know that they're getting reset to level 1 and see what's the big deal with that.
Yeah.
But
I mean, to be fair, it would be quite funny.
It's gonna be weird for them being so powerful now and then going.
To be fair, we didn't start at level 1. We started at level 2.
I mean, we kind of started at level 1, but we got our first level up at the end of the first session, so.
Mm-hmm. We got session 0, which was our level 1, and we didn't even use any of our abilities.
Yeah.
no, you tried to take on some Ludroths.
Did we?
Yeah, go because you guys tried to fight Ludroth, because that's where you're Archilla. You were like, "I got this," and you took one step into the swamp and instantly fell into the only 5 foot deep area of that swamp.
Yeah.
It was the first thing anybody tried to do, and you got a nat 1 right on it, right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Although I will be very interested to know who gets Logan's loophole, because I think if I remember correctly, that's something else Paul got before level 4.
Yep, Logan's loophole
And critical banker, because I was just always
I'm putting
reckless
this
attacking.
out too, since Naishi
I
left.
know I'm not getting.
Another person's really fucking close to getting Life Giver.
Would it be Elliot?
I'm not saying.
I did have to spam use potions. Dear Lord.
Spammy as potions, but you weren't the only one who was spamming using potions or just using potions.
Yeah. Yeah.
I tell you who it's not.
Briggs.
Selvite. Person has only been here for like half a session.
Yeah.
But they had to take a. I understand their thing because they got in contact with me. They had basically they had to drive a family member to a health facility over 2 states away.
Oh, fun.
So I understand. Take care of your
Nope.
family.
You understand the pain.
So you let them deal with their problem.
Honestly,
No.
it'd be, if I'm gonna be honest, it'd be between me and Elliot, because I constantly use health potions on myself or others.
Yeah. Yeah.
For example, I used one on you today, and then I gave you the other one so that you could actually get max hit points off it.
Yeah, and then I used like both of my high
And you,
potions today.
and you got fucked up twice over.
Yeah. Yeah.
I swear, you're gonna get a feat just for going down.
Probably.
I mean, what was that one called? Nice, she had it too, where she died so many times again. She
Oh,
went down. She
I forgot
from
what it
Death's
was.
Door, I think it was.
I think it was from Death's Door. It was the one we were talking about where like she kept going down to where she basically was able to like ghost walk.
Well, it evolved into that the more she kept on going down.
Yeah.
But effectively, it was the one like when you get back up after going down, you have
Is it the half orc ability?
the what?
The half orc ability.
No, you had literally have to go down to 0 hit points, and then when you come back from going 0 hit points, the next attack that you do is considered instantly a critical hit.
Oh, okay. Sorry, for the half orcs, they got a similar ability, except when they go down to 0 hit points, they can
recharges
reproc it
back.
once a day, and they go to 1 hit point. It's like, I'm not down yet, you fucker. He's getting immediately gets hit again. Fuck.
Believe me, I'm well aware of that ability. But no, this is something I gotta do a double check what she had. 'Cause now it's bugging me, but it was literally an ability that just go, boop. She dies, she's back up. Now she just crits, because she'd always use it with Chill Touch, or her racial variation of Chill Touch. And yeah, so if somebody keeps going down, he might actually end up getting that. And yeah, and I had to write out this fucking thing because certain, like I said, I used a book to establish the main rooms for the puzzle here.
Mm-hmm.
It's just Kira instantly destroy.